Welcome to the last part of our program on integers. Last time we have seen together how to perform addition and subtraction of integers. Today we are going to learn about how to multiply and divide integers and how to find square root of square numbers. We look at the general rule for multiplication of integers. Whenever we multiply two positive integers, the result will be a positive integer. Whenever we are multiplying one positive integer and a negative integer, we will have a negative integer. Whenever we are multiplying a negative and a positive integer, the result will be a negative integer. Now, when we multiply two negative numbers, the result will be a positive integer. Let's look at this example. We need to evaluate positive 2 multiplied by positive 3, positive 3 multiplied by negative 4, negative 4 multiplied by positive 5, negative 5 multiplied by negative 6, negative 1 multiplied by negative 2, and multiplied by negative 3. The last part, negative 2 multiplied by positive 3 multiplied by negative 4. Let's have a look at the solution. Positive 2 multiplied by positive 3. Here we are multiplying two positive numbers. So the answer will be a positive number. So 2 times 3 gives positive 6. It is not necessary to write the positive sign in front of the 6. We look at the solution for part B. Positive 3 multiplied by negative 4. Here we are multiplying a negative number and a positive number. We can keep the negative sign outside the brackets and multiply the numbers. So we have negative 12. The solution for part C. Here again we are multiplying a negative number with a positive number. We keep the negative sign outside the brackets. We multiply 4 by 5 to obtain 20, and the answer is negative 20. Look at the solution for part D. Negative 5 multiplied by negative 6. We are here multiplying two negative numbers, and multiplying two negative numbers will give a positive number, which is positive 30. We look at the solution for part E. Here we are multiplying three negative numbers. We first look at the numbers negative 1 and negative 2. We multiply these two to obtain a positive number. Then we multiply by the third number, which is negative 3. So, positive 2 multiplied by negative 3, we obtain a negative number, and the negative, we can keep it outside the brackets. We will obtain negative 6. We now look at the solution for part F. Negative 2 multiplied by positive 3 multiplied by negative 4. We first multiply negative 2 and 3 to obtain negative 6. Then we multiply by the third number, which is negative 4. Multiplying two negatives will give a positive number, 24, and there is no need to write the positive sign before the integer. We now look at the general rule for division of integers. Whenever we are dividing two positive integers, we will obtain a positive integer. Dividing a positive integer by a negative integer will result in a negative integer. Again, dividing a negative number by a positive number equal a negative number. Dividing two negative numbers equal a positive integer. We now look at an example where we need to evaluate these four parts. We look at the solution. Solution for part A. Dividing 8 by 4. The two numbers are positive, so we will obtain a positive integer, which is 2. We look at the solution for part B. Positive 6 divided by negative 2. We are dividing a positive number by a negative number. We keep the negative sign outside the brackets. 6 divided by 2, we obtain 3. The answer will be negative 3. We have a look at the solution for part C. Negative 15 divided by positive 3. We are here again dividing one negative number and one positive number. We will keep the negative sign outside the brackets. We then divide 15 by 3 to obtain negative 5. We now look at the solution for part D. Negative 21 divided by negative 3. Here we are dividing two negative numbers, and you know, students, whenever you're dividing two negatives, you will obtain one positive answer. So 21 divided by 3, you will obtain positive 7, and there is no need to write the positive sign in front of 7. We now look at square numbers and square roots. Let's consider 5 multiplied by 5. We obtain 25. We say the square of 5 is 25, or 5 squared is 25. Now, let us consider the following. 25 equals 5 times 5. Here we say that 5 is the square root of 25. The symbol used for square root is this one. The square root of 25 can be written as square root of 5 times 5. We have a pair of 5 where we take only one 5 as the answer. So, the square root of 25 is 5. Let's have a look at this example where we need to find the square root of 9, the square root of 36, and the square root of 49. We have a look at the solution. The square root of 9 equals the square root of 3 times 3. We can write 9 as 3 times 3. We have a pair of 3 where we take only one. So the answer is 3. We have a look at the solution for part B. Square root of 36 can be written as square root of 6 times 6. A pair of 6 where we choose only one 6. Square root of 49 equals square root of 7 times 7. Here again we have a pair of 7 and the answer is 7. We now look at an example of square root of larger numbers. We find square root of 225 and the square root of 400. Let's see the solution. To find square root of 225, we first find the prime factors of 225. So we divide 225 by 3 to obtain 75, then again by 3 to obtain 25, then 25 we divide by 5 to obtain 5, and we again divide by 5 to obtain 1. The factors of 225 are 3 times 3 times 5 times 5. We can write square root of 225 as square root of 3 times 3 multiplied by 5 times 5, where we have a pair of 3 and a pair of 5. We choose only 1 3 and 1 5. The answer will be 15, the product of 3 and 5. We look at the solution for part B, the square root of 400. Similarly, we need to find the prime factors of 400. We first divide 400 by 2. We obtain 200. We divide 200 by 2 to obtain 100. We divide 100 by 2 to obtain 50. We divide 50 by 2 to obtain 25. Then we divide 25 by 5 to obtain 5, and again divide by 5 to obtain 1. So square root of 400 can be written as square root of 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 5 and times 5. We have here two pairs of 2. So from the first pair of 2, we will take 1 2. We take another 2 from the second pair of 2, and then we take 1 5 from the pair of 5. We then multiply 2 by 2 by 5 to obtain 20. Now it's time for you to practice some exercises. Here are some links for you to have further reference and practice. So students, we have come to the end of our today's program. We have seen together how to multiply and divide integers and how to find square roots of square numbers. Hope you have enjoyed our video. Until next time, it's goodbye.